I big sir, I come from the grit dirt. Broken heart, that shit hurt. I won't let it get to me. Used to have more feelings, now I feel like you ain't shit to me. Flexing with a big bag, guess that's why they big man. Effing with a big man, put him on the shit bag. If I flip this switch back, that bitch go to stuttering. Shoot it up like Jordan, nigga, I might get another ring. Switching up that tempo, she play limbo with that pole. I hit her from the back, I smack that ass and grip her though. She calling me daddy and she say that pussy all mine. Ain't no fool, I know the moody bitches all line. Had to get my head back in the game cause I was slipping. Damn it fell off on my business. Some shit that I can't mention, but you gotta pay attention so you know who really with you or against you. You know the score and if it's low, you gotta up there. For my PO, I blow the stroll and pass the drug test. Rock and roll, I'm by my door, I'm in them bands, y'all. And everywhere I go, I tend to stand out.
Honcho Bandana, El Dorado, Arkansas, nigga, straight up and down, up the scope. You already know what it is when 100 mob come through the door. Straight up and down, you already know what time it is with me. Straight up, your bison back having that, nigga, you already know what it is with me. Go ahead on, let me look you in the eye. Yeah, this is how I give it. I'm gonna go say what you gotta say. Yes, Lord. Straight up and down, somebody go ahead on and pick them up. I let them lay. Where I'm from, we see it every day. You understand what I'm talking about? Yeah, I had to blink my own sounds out. Straight up, YouTube, you tripping to check this out. Want to talk about Lil Yoshi. You understand what I'm talking about? Lil Yo-Yo, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, you already know what's been going on, and you already know what time it is. You know what I mean? 100 Mob been following this up. So we've been talking about Lil Yoshi, man, and getting y'all little updates every now and then and stuff like that. And you got to look at it like this, man, when it comes to Lil Yoshi, man. We talking about somebody that's trying to be consistent from where he at, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's already trying to drop the whole album on niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Top op, nigga. You know? So when we seeing the track listing and we seeing what type of work he putting in from behind the wall and stuff like that, man, you can't do nothing but, you know what I'm saying, sit here and pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Dropping the cover art. You know what I'm saying? We got Nino Calvin on that thing. You know what I'm talking about? We got JD Youngin on that thing. You know what I mean? Which he released that single earlier this year. You know what I'm saying? Like late last year, something like that. We heard that. So this is what we got to understand, man. He still got a fan base. He still got people that's going to follow his every move. And that, you know, he put his name out there. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, man, a lot of people can talk about why he there and, you know what I mean, him being a crash out and all of this stuff like that. But the fans is being real receptive to the album. You know what I'm saying? They sitting up here, they analyzing it in a way to where they trying to hear something different and see Willie Yoshi mind that. But I mind y'all that I don't know whether, you know, some of these tracks, like I said, was made while he was back there. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, common sense would tell some of you niggas that, you know what I mean, there had to been things that was kept in the vault. However he constructed it, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, everybody is loving it and everybody seem to, you know, be reposting it and stuff like that. So we getting love. So at the end of the day, man, this Top Op album, you know what I'm saying, got a lot of, you know what I'm saying, disses to the ops, you know what I mean, as usual. You know what I mean? And it ain't gonna never change, man. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this earlier in TVG videos when we try to say, you know, niggas grew up together, you know what I'm saying? Somebody need to step in and, you know what I'm saying, OGs need to, you know what I mean? When we really didn't know what was really going on behind the scenes with this whole thing. But now that everything unfolding and stuff like that, and we see how it's still going, he's still standing on what he believed in and still standing on the person he was when he was out. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no real, you know what I'm saying, remorse for the ops, you know what I'm saying? This is why he put out the album Top Ops, you see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when he get back out here, you know what I mean, let's just hope that, you know what I mean, the narrative change. You know, we done seen a lot of rappers get out and they start, you know what I mean, making, you know, ops, you know what I mean, whether it's new, keeping their old ones, you know what I'm saying, falling in their old ways, you know what I mean? We don't know what Lil Yoshi gonna do and what's his plans when he do get out, but at the end of the day, we sitting here looking at a fan base that's still following him. That's just like how Pooh Shiesty went away and stuff like that. And, you know, when he come back and, you know what I'm saying, every time he posts, which we do got a Pooh Shiesty update, you know what I'm saying, I just want to drop that up here. But at the end of the day, like, you know what I mean, we got people like them that still keep their core fan base, you know what I mean, and looking out for when they drop. So now y'all got the official, you know what I mean, album, you know what I mean, Top Op, and it's out, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, this is what's going on, and this is what he pushing, this is what he's standing on, and you gotta respect that he ain't changing the narrative, you know what I'm saying? He didn't get back there and, you know what I mean, and say, oh no, it's all peaches and cream there, everything over, you know what I'm saying? He's still standing on it. So it is what it is, man. And you know, when you take 15, you know what I mean, behind it, you may as well stand on it. You know what I mean? So it's like him releasing new music and stuff like that for the fans is good to see. And it's good to see how people is receiving it, because like I said, a lot of people done got locked up and tried to drop stuff and they didn't receive it well. You know what I mean? Because it was a different sound. They wasn't in a different place. Yoshi still sound like Yoshi, you know? So at the end of the day, it leads a lot of people to believe that a lot of the music, or maybe all the music up on the album was pre-recorded, but, you know, just unheard of and unreleased, which is cool because it takes people a minute to work up on albums to get them the way you want it, you know? But now that we got it, we want y'all to drop the comments and we want to know what y'all think about it, man. It's the 100 Mob.